Hello and welcome to Home Cooking Spain. Today I'm going to be cooking a chicken carcass and cauliflower soup. So let's begin. Well, as you can see, I've got my stuff ready. I'm using 2 chicken carcasses. This weighs about 700 grams and I've already chopped them up into pieces this time. I've got a small onion which I've chopped up also, and I've got about half a kilo of cauliflower, which is about half a medium-sized cauliflower. So let's move on to the next step. Well, I've got a big pot here. I've turned the heat up to number 7 and I'm just going to add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil and wait for that to heat up. And okay, so once the oil is sort of hotish, doesn't have to be hot, you know, I'm going to add the onion in, and I don't want it to be brown, I just want it to be like translucent, you know, softish. So I'm going to cover this up and I'll leave it there for about 10 minutes or so. Well, let's have a look at this. Well, the onion seems to have softened up nicely. It's at the point where it's going to start going brown, and I don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle a bit of parsley, paprika, for the colour basically. So is this. And some of this yellow food colourant as well. And what else? I'll give it a little mix. And just add about half a glass of water from the half a litre jug. This is hot water straight from the tap, by the way, just to speed things up. And we'll let it boil there for a couple of minutes. By the way, this chicken, well, last night, I usually take the chicken out from the freezer, or the meat from the freezer for the next day and leave it in the fridge to defrost. Well, I took this out last night thinking it was chicken breasts, 2 chicken breasts, and it turned out to be chicken carcass. Big difference now. And oh yeah, I cut this up with some scissors, got some kitchen scissors, some strong ones, and you know when you cut bones up, little bones come out, so I advise you to do as I did and give this a wash to get rid of them little bones, unless you want to bite into one when you're eating the soup, you know. Okay, this has been here for a couple of minutes, roughly. So what I'm going to do now is add the chicken in. And we'll mix that about. Look at that lovely colour, isn't it? And I'm going to cover it up and just leave it there for 5 minutes. Well, after about 5 minutes, what I'll do is add in the rest of the water, and I'll chuck in the florets. I think they're called florets, aren't they? Of cauliflower florets, I think they are. And also, I will add the chicken broth with vegetables. Oh, it's a posh opening, isn't it? Whoa. and just move it about a bit. Could really smell that chicken broth. Really, get away. That's that the resident fly has turned up. Right, so now I'm going to bring this to the boil quickly, so I'll turn the heat right up. I'll leave it opened and I'll be back in a minute. Well, once this has started to boil, I'll turn it down to number 7 and I'll do a salt check because I'm not sure how much salt the broth contains. I'm going to add some more in. I'll mix it about a bit. And I'll cover it up like that, even a bit, so it doesn't go everywhere. Don't fancy cleaning too much later. I've got to go shopping. And 20 minutes should do it. Okay, so time's up. Let's turn this off. Wait, this is boiling hot. And this is smelling really nice. Okay, so the final step is to add the noodles. These aren't soup noodles, this is spaghetti because I didn't have any noodles, soup noodles. So spaghetti basically snapped into small pieces. Which reminds me, if you're a member of the spaghetti police, I told you so. Spaghetti was made for snapping. So let's mix this in about. We'll cover it back up again, and in 10 minutes it will be done. Well, 10 minutes are over, so let's turn everything off. And this looks ready. Yeah. So what I'll do is just leave it here for 10 minutes until move it to the side until it stops bubbling, and then I'll serve it up. So here it goes. Well, I hope that you enjoyed today's recipe video, and I look forward to making my next recipe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.